I did not have Izu on my 2023 bingo card, but we're officially sending it, you guys. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, you guys. And yes, the rumors are in fact true. I will be coming to Electric Zoo this year in just a couple of weeks. Honestly, it's like a month, almost a month away, basically. I saw the lineup, I've heard the things, and I decided that I would like to experience this festival for myself. And I'm very excited. I'm very interested to see what this weekend could hold for me. Honestly, this lineup is great. I have no expectations despite all of the things I've heard about this festival, but I honestly felt like it was time. It was time for Aid to make her little way to New York City and see what this festival is all about. So we will definitely see what happens, but I'm super excited to be going to my first Izu. In today's video, I'm honestly just going to go through the lineup because I don't know anything about Izu to even give any tips or anything. But there's like a couple of really exciting things about this lineup, and also just like their stage takeovers and like what they're talking about with this festival. I'm interested to hear from like veterans that go and their thoughts on it, and then I'm also excited to experience it for myself. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm going to go through the lineup. I'm also going to talk about some of the stage takeovers and things like that. And then I'm going to talk about the artists I'm most excited about and, you know, the daily lineup and everything. And then also just like some other specialty mentions and whatnot. I feel a little rusty. It's been a while since I've done a lineup debrief, I feel like. But kicking it off, let's talk about some of the stage takeovers. The first one being Jake Resnickow presents Dreamland. I'm actually not too familiar with that artist, so I'm gonna do a little bit more research into some of the artists that I don't know, but that they're doing their worldwide festival debut of Dreamland, so that'll be a stage takeover. And then John Summit and Dom Dollar are presenting Everything Always. This is going to be the world premiere of a stage takeover, and also I think just like they're set together, so I'm very intrigued by all of this. And also the name that they gave it, you know, they decided to not do like a subjonics, which I'm sure that's probably why they didn't want to do it, but I'm very curious to see what John Summit and Dom Dollar are cooking up for this world premiere. Those will be the first time that they're doing it, so I have some expectations as to what's going to happen, you know what I mean? City Fox and Gray Area present Mega Fox, a festival within a festival. I've never been to a City Fox experience, but I've heard of their events, so I'm curious as to what this will look like. And also I used to work for Gray Area, so I know that they will have some interesting kind of like production and probably like unique immersive type of thing, I think is what I'm looking for and what I'm thinking of. And then Nora and Pure is going to do a Purified New York Festival debut. Also looking at the lineup, I can kind of get an idea as to like who's going to be playing what takeover, so I'll also mention that. We love Nora and Pure, our girl. I love her so much. I definitely hope I get to see her. I think she's doing like a sunset set, so we'll take a look at that. Chris Lake and Fisher present Under Construction. This is their event that they've been doing around the country, so it'll be really cool that this will be their worldwide festival debut. I have some critiques about Chris Lake lately, but I'll save that. I'll get to that. But I'm excited about this. I always like seeing them play together. Their Coachella set was great. I think them together I really do love, so we'll see about that. And then Liquid Stranger presents Wakan, returning to Izu for a takeover. We all know out of all of base, probably I love like the Wakan brand a lot. So we'll see if I get to see some of the sets there. On the flyer, it says 5 all new stages. So it looks like, I don't know how many stages there are typically at Izu. I need to go watch Emma and BB's videos on this. I feel like I watched their videos before just to like support, and I didn't really know if I was ever going to go to Izu. And now I like actually need to go watch all the tip videos and take in all the tips so I'm not walking in blind here. It's kind of cool to go to a festival for the first time again. I haven't been to a new festival since 2021, so this will be really fun. They also mentioned expanded festival site, and then the Brooklyn Mirage introduces the Mega Mirage. So it's a new immersive stage concept. More stage details and secrets to be revealed. I think the Mega Fox takeover is going to be on Mega Mirage, as well as John Summit and Chris Lake and Fisher. I think that's what I was feeling into a little bit. So that's just everything going on with the stages and production. So it sounds like hopefully it's an up level. I'll have to hear from the veterans on like their thoughts about all of this. Let's go into the lineup. So I'm going to go by the daily lineup of the artist listed out and everything. First up, we got xoxo, and I'm not the biggest fan of xoxo, to be honest. I'm sure he puts together a really good set. What's really been irking me about xoxo is that almost all of his releases have just been remakes. And that's just really bothering me. So I'm sure his sets are really fun. I've heard good things, but on the production music side, I'm not really a fan as of late because I just haven't heard anything original, I feel like. But some people love him, you know what I mean? So just not my cup of tea. But then we moved to Adventure Club, which honestly, I wrote this in my notes as like I would be down. Mainly because I haven't seen an Adventure Club set, I think, since 2019. And they're one of those bass duos that I just have like a soft spot for. Like, this is where melodic bass really kicked it off for me. And I saw Adventure Club at one of my first raves ever, and I just love them. So I would be down to go to this because, one, they always throw down. It's always a good energy set. And then also, like, I just love the melodic aspect to their sets too. And it's been a while. And honestly, after Electric Forest, I did see a lot more bass sets because some of the house is getting a little bit boring, which I know, breaking news, but it's getting a little bit predictable. Maybe not boring, but it's getting predictable with some of these house artists. So I could dabble in some bass this weekend. We'll see. But ATLians always throws down. I've heard good things. I saw them a long time ago, but they're like really like heavy bass, I feel like, in my opinion. Blank, I wrote down because I actually haven't seen, I don't think, a full Blank set. I saw a little bit when he went on tour with Seven Lions in 2021, I want to say. But I kind of would be interested for a Blank festival set, so I could be down for that. The Blessed Madonna, I also haven't seen in a while. This could be someone I would be down to see. More so in the house type of realm, if you like a Honey Dijon, a Peggy Goo, that kind of realm. Could be a vibe. I haven't seen her since 2019 too. So like there's a lot of artists on here that I haven't seen in a while that I could be down for. Bonnie and Clyde is a duo. They play more bass, but I think they just had a house release. So they kind of like are multi-genre, but they're definitely like high energy, good type of feeling set, I would say. Corolla is a house artist from Brazil, I'm pretty sure. I remember looking into her when I was looking at the EDC lineup. Could be interested in that. The Chainsmokers have a Sunset set. And the Chainsmokers, I'm not going to lie, I have a soft spot for. I'm really not going to lie about that. I do love me some Chainsmokers. But if I'm looking at the other Sunset sets, we have Grizz, Chasing the Golden Hour, and Cascade. And I think I'm going to go to Grizz if they're all conflicting. I think that's going to be my move. But we'll see how the times span out. Charles Meyer sounds familiar, and I'm pretty sure is techno. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I feel like he's come to Austin, or I've seen his name around. I am totally blanking. I'm having a brain fart on that one. Chris Lake and Fisher. So I have some opinions. Chris Lake's Electric Forest set was one of the most disappointing sets I've ever seen from him. And I've seen a lot of Chris Lake sets. I don't know what was going on. And it just was not hitting. The vibe just was not building. The energy was really like building for like 45 minutes. It just did not hit the same. And I don't know what was going on. And I don't know if it was a me problem, but I was talking to other people about it. It seems like this was a collective universal problem. I'm going to go to this back-to-back, I think, Chris Lake and Fisher, because I think it's going to be a good time. The under construction kind of takeover vibe, I think, will be fun. But I'm on guard. I'm definitely on guard. Clooney is also on this lineup. I actually have not seen Clooney in a while, or a full set, I don't think. So I could be interested in that. Some little minimal tech house kind of vibe. He just put out that Fine Day song that we've all been like wanting from him. Coco and Breezy, this is a duo. I wanted to see them so bad at Seismic Dance event this year, but I got sick and couldn't go. This is a really fun house duo. They just have so much fun up there, and yeah, I just love their vibe and the energy that they bring. I know I said I could be down for some bass sets, but I don't think I'll be at Excision. But we all know he throws down. But like, I don't know, maybe the times will change. And maybe like I know the New York girlies that I'm going to be hanging out with love their bass sets. So like maybe you might see me at Excision. We'll see. Forrester, this is going to be an indie electronic duo. I have one of their song saves called All I Need, and I love that song. Definitely could be interested in that set because I haven't seen them before. I think they were at Forest, and I didn't get a chance to see them. I can't remember who they conflicted with. Galantis, always feel good vibes. Gengar, this is going to be Ghastly's like darker, heavier bass persona that he's been doing. Probably not my cup of tea, but that could be really cool. I love Ghastly as Ghastly. Then we have Grizz chasing the golden hour. Grizz has like 3 sets, right, during the weekend. I think I will be at all of them because he announced his break coming up. So I will definitely be at chasing the golden hour sunset set. I saw that at Electric Forest in 2021. No, we didn't have it last year. 2022. My years are off. So I definitely will be there. That's more of like a groovy, like a little bit of bassy, like feel good kind of set. Honeylove, my girl, Honeylove and Jay Wara, these are very up in the air if I will see them, but they always throw down. They're always a good time. It just really depends on the set times for me. But if you've never seen them, I highly recommend both of them. I feel like they're going to be at the Chris Lake and Fisher stage along with Clooney. I feel like that's going to happen. I feel like that's the stage takeover kind of lineup so far. So then we have Casbo. This was one of my favorite sets at Electric Forest. I definitely will be seeing him again. He has more of like future bass / house kind of music. Has a lot of really good edits. He played a lot of like his songs that we know and love from him. And then he played some really dope like mashups and things like that. I've been following him for a long time and it's crazy to see him like he's grown up, you know, when he blew up. I don't know how old he was, but he was definitely younger and now he's like older and like a man, you know what I mean? So yeah, I absolutely love to set. I think I'll see him again at Electric Zoo. Cascade is always great. Sunset set would be great. KX5, I would think I would be more likely to see KX5 over Cascade. I do really love the KX5 sound. I haven't seen them since EDC 2022. But I'm curious to see what their sets are like now that they've like gotten, you know, more experience under their belt as a duo and performing and everything. Madeon also played a really good set at Electric Forest. I might skip it because I feel like that will be pretty similar. I'm not sure Casbo's set will be pretty similar. Mal P I still have never seen, so this is my chance to see him. I definitely high on my list to check out. He's blowing up right now in the tech house realm. Midwestern Goodbye, I'm not too familiar with. Rebuke, one of my favorite techno acts right now. I definitely will be at this set for sure. Said This Guy, always feel good, sad boy vibes. And then I'm not too familiar with, honestly, a little bit of the rest. I know Telecast, I think that's house. Vampa, I know, is bass. A lot of people I know love Vampa. Not sure if it's necessarily my vibe. And then Yolanda Be Cool is a really awesome tech house DJ artist. I saw him Ubby Dubby 2021 and really enjoyed that set. So I'd be interested. I could be down. Yolanda Be Cool could probably also be at the under construction takeover, I feel like. Friday, the list I have so far is going to be, I want to see Blank, The Blessed Madonna, Chris Lake and Fisher, Clooney, Forrester, Grizz, Casbo, KX5, Mal P, and then Rebuke. And then I put like specialty mentions. This really just depends on, all of this depends on the set times, but Adventure Club, Corolla, Coco and Breezy, Gengar, Honeylove, Jay Wara, and Yolanda Be Cool. So again, that's really just going to depend on set time. Moving on to Saturday, I know Ace Aura, more so in the bass realm. Alec Monopoly, don't know. Alice in Wonderland, I think this is going to be one of her first sets post becoming a mother, so we love that. Big Gigantic, groovy, bassy type set. Not too familiar with Brina Naus. Camel Fat, we all know I love Camel Fat. I loved their set at Seismic Dance Event last year, so I'm always down for some Camel Fat. Canna Bliss, I've been seeing that name around, just not sure what type of music that is. Definitely will look into that. Charme, I'm not too familiar with, or Dalton Taylor. Francis Mercier, that's going to be house. Godlands, I don't know. We have Grizz's second set, which I could be down for. I feel like that'll be more of like his groovy, bassier type of set. Griffin's always a good time. That'll be a sunset set. Iglesias, I've had on my list to see. I've heard really good things about him. I feel like it's more like a groovy, Hot Since 82, Michael Beebe, Jamie Jones type of vibe. Really excited to see him. Not too familiar with Jaden Thompson. We have Jansen, more so in the experimental bass realm. Same with Liquid Stranger. They'll probably be at the Wakan takeover. Mary Droppins, I've also had on my list for a really long time. She plays a variety of things. She can play bass, she can play house, a little bit of techno. Like, I'm very interested to see her. Masano has that one song, The Feeling. Bump, 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 bump. That, he's on my list to see. I'm so excited that he's on here. Not too familiar with Matador. Matroda is always a good time. I feel like I will be getting dragged to that set by Garrett. That's who I'm going with. I'm going with Garrett and BB. But yeah, I feel like I will be dragged to that set, which I'm not mad about. I do love me a Matroda set. Desert Hearts is doing a whole takeover of Mikey Lyon, back-to-back Lee Reynolds, back-to-back Mars, back-to-back Porky. I feel like that'll be super fun. More Kismet, I have talked about so many times in all of my videos, and I've never been able to see them. So I will finally be able to see them, and I'm very excited about that. Nightmare is always a good time. I don't know Nika Demis. Peekaboo, I could be down for. This is one of those bass artists that, like, I could be down, so we'll see. Reconde, I think, was more house, but kind of like a slower paced house, I would say. Rusko, some of that OG kind of dubstep. I have enjoyed Rusko sets that I've been to. Don't know if I'll see him this weekend. We'll see. Sam Divine, I have had on my list for so long. House music, Defected, like that type of house music is just so good, and I'm so excited to see her. I'm not too familiar with Charlotte's Web, and then, oh, is that supposed to be like Charlotte's Web? Charlotte's Web? Dang, Aid. Scream, I've also had on my list. He has dubstep kind of background, but he's been playing more house. I saw him post a tweet that he was playing more house at Shambhala, but like he's always down to play other stuff, but you just never know. I don't think, but I think he'll be playing more house probably at Izu. I would definitely be down to see him. I've heard so many good things about him. So Tough, So Cute. This is going to be, I believe, Miha and Gigi McGree, which I could be down for. I always like some of those specialty kind of artists and sets like that when it's duos, collabing and stuff. Steven Botson is a really great techno act. Don't know if I'll see him. Well, TBD. Super Rave, I don't know. Timmy Trumpet, everyone loves him. Very boom, boom, boom type of sound. Truth, I don't know. Yokai, I don't know. Zed is on here, and this is really if set times allow it, but I could be down for a Zed set. It's been a minute. I'm kind of here for it. So when we're looking at Saturday, my must-sees are going to be Camel Fat, Grizz, Iglesias, Mary Droppins, Masano, Matroda, More Kismet, Peekaboo, Sam Divine, Scream, and So Tough, So Cute. I put some specialty mentions as Alice in Wonderland, Desert Hearts, Liquid Stranger, Rusko, and Timmy Trumpet and Zed. So TBD on that. Then looking to Sunday. So Blau, I absolutely love Blau. He has like a soft spot in my heart. Don't know if I'll see him. Aki, at first I didn't know, but I think it's house, but I'll have to double check. Alley Cat, this girl's been blowing up on TikTok and social media. Bass artist, I definitely would love to see her. She's been on my list to see. Black Carl, back-to-back Sokka, I think is going to be more bass. Boogie T, back-to-back Dirt Monkeys, also bass. Chelina Menahutu, I love. I've seen her at Elro before. She's always such a vibe, groovy tech house sound, and yeah, I love her. I'm excited to see her again. Deeper Purpose, I'm kind of in between. I still haven't seen him. Desna, I don't know. Dubfire, back-to-back Ilario Alicante, could be down for. I love Dubfire, and I love any back-to-back that he's in. It's more so like house with some slight hints of techno. Could be really cool. Elderbrook, he sings. He has like a whole live aspect. I'm curious if he'll be doing that at Electric Zoo, but I love his voice. I love his music. He just put out an album too, so I could be down for that. Gioli and Asia, this is an amazing duo. I saw them last year at Electric Forest. They have a whole live component. They play more house, but it's like a tribal kind of house, and they sing and instruments, and really great performance. I highly recommend. Green Velvet, we love Green Velvet over here. Could be down. Hilo, I don't think I'll see Hilo set. This is Oliver Heldens' techno project. I'm definitely going to go to Hilo back-to-back Eli Brown, though, because I feel like that will be a super cool set. But a lot of Hilo's releases sound a lot of the same, to be honest. So I don't think I'll go to his set, but I will definitely go to the back-to-back with Eli Brown, because we all know I'm in my Eli Brown era. I'm obsessed. I've been in my Eli Brown era, actually, for a while. And now everyone is catching on to him. He's great. And I feel like that back-to-back might be at John Summit and Dom Dalla takeover that day, which I'm excited about this back-to-back. Juliet Fox, this is a techno artist I've been wanting to see, so I could be down for that. Jana, I'm not too familiar, I think is bass. Kaiwa Chi is bass. Cream, melodic house, melodic techno duo. Absolutely love them, would love to see them. Kumarian, I'm pretty sure is bass and more so in the trap realm. Leighton Giordani, this is another techno artist I absolutely love. Definitely would love to see him. Then we have Local Dialect, don't know them. Major Lazer, always a good time. Major Lazer, I have not seen in a very long time. I don't know if I'm down though. Marshmello, I also haven't seen in a long time. Don't think I'm down for that. Nick Fanciulli is a really solid house artist. Would be down to see him. He's probably going to be on the John Summit takeover stage. John Summit and Dom Dalla takeover stage. Nora En Pure back-to-back Frankie Wah. I did not know a back-to-back like this could exist. And I'm really excited about it. I feel like you never see Nora En Pure go back-to-back with anyone. So I feel like that's really special. And I've been wanting to see Frankie Wah. He's been collaborating with artists like, Korolova, Christoph, Carl Cox even, So like for him to go back-to-back with Nora En Pure, I feel like is also really special. And that'll be at the Purified stage. Nora En Pure also has a Sunset set, which I could be down for. Nostalgics I still have not seen. Would love to see her. Odd Kid Out sounds familiar, but I need to look into him. Paradox, I'm not too sure about. Then these next couple artists I'm not too familiar with, like Ramsey, Neville, Sava. Softest Heart, I think I talked about in my EDC video, but I'm blanking what genre. Stoon, I don't know. Tiesto has a Sunset set. Tiesto, I don't know. I never know what to say about Tiesto. He's just an OG, you know what I mean? But definitely more house and like high energy set. Torn Foot, I'm excited to see him on some more lineups these days. House, I definitely love some of his stuff. I could be down for that. Valaris back-to-back Page. I think Valaris has a release on John Summit's label. And it's more like melodic techno. And I think with Page, that would be a really good back-to-back. That's probably on their takeover stage. And then we have Zed's Dead back-to-back Grizz. So honestly, I think the conflicts are going to be really rough for Izu. I'm not going to lie. So a lot of decisions are going to have to be made. But for Sunday, I put Alley Cat. I would like to see Chelina Menahutu, Dubfire back-to-back Alario Alicante, Green Velvet, Hilo back-to-back Eli Brown, John Summit and Dom Dalla, Juliet Fox, Cream, Leighton Giordani, Nick Fanciulli, Nora En Pure back-to-back Frankie Wah, Nostalgics, Zed's Dead back-to-back Grizz. I'm going to have to multiply and clone myself on Sunday. Like, that's just how it's going to happen. And then I put specialty mentions being Blau, Elderbook, Gioli and Ossia, and then the Nora En Pure Sunset sets. That is all I have to say about Izu. I am so excited to be going. If you have any tips or advice or anything, let me know. I just secured my third outfit for the weekend. I have all of my outfits planned. I'm so excited. It's going to be a little bit of an Izu sleigh. I think I'm hoping to go to the Mirage. I don't know if they're doing after parties there. I don't know what the whole vibe is. Honestly, I'm just showing up and we're going to be present. We're going to have fun and we're going to have a good time. I don't know. We're doing this for the plot. I will be vlogging this one. So I know Electric Forest, I didn't do vlogs. I will be vlogging Izu. We will be doing a full debrief recap on my podcast, Let's Vibe Podcast, that has now made its return. Lots of exciting things, but if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go binge a bunch of Izu videos. Let me know in the comments if you're going, and I will see you there. If you did like today's video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to vibe with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.